向かってくるのか。逃げずに。Being an invisible voice, we're making biscuits and gravy and bacon and eggs in this video, and I'm going to force you to do it with me. So, we're gonna have lots of fun, don't you worry. Let's get started.
Chief, why is there a bunch of horse pornography in your...
Now, the first thing we have to do in the kitchen is tend to... You didn't fucking wash your hands. You know the first thing about a kitchen? Never go into the kitchen without washing your hands. Alright, now that we've washed our hands, the first thing we can do is tend to our dry ingredients. In this recipe, we are going to be using 15 ounces of all-purpose flour.
Whoa, I don't know what to do. I don't have a scale.
Fucking, I don't know, man. God damn it. Listen, you don't have to follow my recipe. It's my recipe. I got it from an episode of Benjamin Babish. Thank you. I pre-measured all the other dry ingredients because that's a lot of work, and I don't like that. Alright, so for the rest of the dry ingredients, we have about... I totally forgot how much it was. We have 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. That ocean salt.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
And we can just mix our dry ingredients together like this. Very nice. Alright, now that we're done combining our dry ingredients, they look nice and combined. There you go. There you go. Look at that. We are going to add the butter, which is the least fun bit about this whole recipe. So the plan here is to take 2 sticks of frozen butter, like this. Great idea, guys, but I have sensitive hands. I don't have gloves, so I kind of just have to raw dog this shit.
One eternity later.
Like the bodies, grind up their bones in the marrow, burn the marrow into a broth, put it in a broth, and cook it. For the final ingredient in our, what are we making? Biscuits. We're making biscuits, yes. And the final ingredient in our biscuits is going to be some delicious buttermilk. Everyone loves buttermilk, right? So what you're going to do, if you're following along, yours should look something like this. If it doesn't, then you fucked up. Anyway, there's a little well in the center because we're going to slowly introduce the buttermilk, little by little, just to make sure everything gets nicely combined and into a rough little dough here. You want it to really just barely come together. So some flour, flour everything. Flour your hands, flour the board, flour my... What? Now, what I don't have is this thing called a dough scraper. Do not do this. I have a knife. I'm starting to think. You don't want to start thinking when you're in the kitchen because it's start to doubt yourself. If you're doubting yourself, you're not really cooking right here. You're not cooking if you're doubting yourself. We're bringing her together. We're going to build them layers. We need layers. Just like onions. Onions have layers. You know what else has layers? Biscuits. We're going to make it like some damn onions. Like Zoink Scoob. I don't think these biscuits are going to turn out very well. Shit brick. Shit a brick. I haven't made biscuits in a while. I gotta admit, it's been a while. A little drier than I remember it being, but I guess it makes sense. Now, I'm more of a fan of fluffy over flaky biscuits. I guess flaky is the norm, but I don't know, man. What do you want from me? Right now, we're just gonna smack it down. We'll cover it and wrap, and we're gonna go let it sit tomorrow. And in the meantime, we are going to make our gravy. Now we are going to contend with our sauce and gravy. which is actually quite simple to make. It is also known as bechamel, and I'm not putting the sausage in there, so it actually is just bechamel. I'm not making sausage gravy, I'm making fun. Shut up. So we're gonna put in about 4 tablespoons or half a stick of butter. You want your heat to be around medium-low to medium. If you get it too high, the butter will burn and you won't have the kind of gravy you want. You will have a burnt mess. Once your butter has started to melt and is just barely frothing, you're going to want to add your flour in about equal amounts to the butter. You want it to get almost paste-like, where it clumps up just a little bit. And this is going to be a base known as a roux. This is our thickener for our gravy. So we're going to add our flour. I am too lazy to actually measure, so I'm just going to eyeball it. By pre-gelatinizing the flour, it creates some kind of a gel, which makes it softer. But in this case, it is used as a thickener for our milk here. We're reaching proper levels of thickness. Of course, your gravy would be awfully bland if you didn't add any kind of salt, so I'm going to add some kosher salt just a little bit up front. And next up, we're going to add, obviously, salt and pepper. They go together perfectly. However, most people like to use white pepper in their bechamel. Me, I could care less. I actually think that the black pepper gives it a bit of a rustic appearance. Alright, now we're done with our gravy, so we're just going to pour it into our jar.
I'm coming! Well,
for tomorrow. Welcome back. We are now in the morning time. I am going to finish up with our biscuits. We have our oven set to 400. We're just going to roll these out. We're going to take our biscuit cutters. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, I would use a cup, but cups are going to give it a little bit of, going to cause it to not be able to rise as well as it normally could. So be careful with that. You just want to cut out your shapes, your biscuits. This, very nice, very good. There's some normal ones. I think I'll do some fluted ones too. I'm not sure. The fluted side is the other side here. They've got like a little flute side. Here, I'll do like this. The next step is to put a little bit of milk on the top of each biscuit, like this. Alright, now these are ready to go in the oven. Now that the oven has been heated to 400, and they will stay in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now to contend with our bacon. While our bacon is cooking, I am going to prepare our scrambled eggs to be put inside our pan when it is time. Our eggs are ready to go into the pan. Now you might be wondering how we're going to keep everything from sticking to the pan. And the answer is very high heat.
Shadowing as a narrative device.
Oh, no, it's sticking. It's fine. Oh well, I was wrong. Either way, we get scrambled eggs in basically a few seconds. Everyone should take this as a lesson, because I'm an idiot. Our biscuits are just finishing up now. As you can see, our biscuits are done, but I'm not sure that I'm a big fan of how these look. I've made biscuits many times before, but this recipe in particular, I'm not sure that I like so much. We'll see in a minute. All right, the last thing to do is just to add a little bit of our gravy to the lid. So we're finished making our breakfast. And all there's left to do is to taste it, I guess. So I'll start with the biscuits. Alright, maybe a little bland. What did we learn today? Add more salt. The eggs. Really like the eggs. Very good bacony flavor. For the bacon, it's just bacon. Alright, I hope everybody liked the video. I hope you all had fun watching me cook. If I feel like it, I'll probably make more videos like this, but if you don't mind, I'm going to finish my breakfast now, so yeah. Goodbye!